Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 2 days in a row. 2 days in a row. I'm too lazy to get on my bike at the moment. It's a little hot out. I just missed my partner of mine already just left out, and I still have to get dressed. So here I am. Hey, but shout out. Thanks for pressing play on another Pay Me No Mind sports and entertainment video. Jumping into some bite down boxing talk really quickly. You saw the title. I started this video on my phone and something went awry. I didn't get to finish it, but I'm so anti clickbait, so I apologize for the title remotely being misleading on HBO having any impact on boxing in 2022. But well, I mean, it is in a way. It is in a way. That's why I threw the women's in parentheses. But a couple of weeks ago, I just thought this was a very neat development. So shout out to and big applause, major applause to unified champion, 140-pound champion, Callie Reis. A couple of weeks ago on several websites, it was reported, maybe even over a month ago at this point in time. But she has landed the lead role in in a groundbreaking television series, HBO's True Detective, the fourth season. For my entertainment people out there, my people that love peak TV, prestige TV, and whatnot, you know, the first season of True Detective was phenomenal. It starred Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey. And it just marked one of the better moments for TV in the small screen and A-list actors and whatnot moving towards these smaller projects or these pet projects or whatever, and getting away from the big screen and just kind of forging or marking a new era in storytelling and whatnot. So the second season, a lot of people weren't as big on that one. It starred Vince Vaughn and Colin Farrell. I liked it, but I came on late. I came on after the fact for the first season of True Detective. I didn't have HBO at the time. I think because I walked away from it after boxing ended. There was also another show on HBO called How to Make It in America. It got canceled after, was it, did it even get a second season? Maybe it was the end of the first season and they didn't renew it. It was a Mark Wahlberg executive produced series. And I got pissed off because a lot of other shit got a second season, but they pulled a plug on How to Make It in America just when it was starting to really heat up. From there, where was I going with that? Anyway, so the third season, so then there was a big break. I think there was a big break in HBO. I mean, True Detective. They kind of didn't get the response they were looking for with Vince Vaughn. A lot of people didn't like him playing a baddie or a villain. I liked it, but the season was a little. It was different, and it didn't really resonate the way that the first one did. So HBO kind of stepped away from it. It was on pause for 2 or 3 years, and then a couple of years ago now. A couple of years ago, it returned. The series returned with damn, the one brother that's gonna be Blade. Mahershala Ali. Yeah, Mahershala Ali and Stephen Dwarf, I believe, was the other guy. And it was big when Mahershala Ali was named as the lead, but I still think it didn't really resonate. You know, it didn't have the same acclaim and all of that that the first. Still trying to live up to the pairing of McConaughey and Harrelson, and it the story was different. Season one was dope, but I liked season three. So once again, we get out of season three, and they kind of didn't know what direction they were going in, were going to go with. And like I said, it just came out a couple of weeks ago that they're coming back with season four, and current champion women's boxing junior welterweight super lightweight champion. What's going on here? Why can't I do what I'm trying to do? I was trying to add something here, but it's hating on me. What's going on here? Oh, duh. Haven't been on here as much. Haven't been on here as much. Let's see. Let's go to this. Would like to. What the hell? Why? No. Um. There we go. Pop over here. Yeah. So, like I said, it was a couple of weeks ago when this announcement came. Actually, June 28th, over on Deadline.com. True Detective Callie Reis joins Jodie Foster in season four as it gets HBO green light. She's actually going to play. It's going to take place, I believe, in Alaska. I thought the whole name is True Detective Night Country. With both leads in place, season four of the crime thriller anthology series has received a formal green light from HBO. Going back to the title, boxing wise, tying this into some boxing, what's messed up is that, and what's kind of uncertain at the moment is Kelly Reese was supposed to be part of a women's final four. Well, she was part of a women's final four, and we were getting to that final four, getting down to an undisputed bout against the UK's Chantel Cameron, and now with Callie Reese tied to this project, we may not get. I don't know if we're going to get that fight. I'm gonna reach out to her. Trust me, it took me 2 months to talk to Reese before for her movie. She had a movie last year that I did a review on, and also talked about her movie to catch the fair one, which was a dope project, a dope movie. So it's kind of it's not it's kind of it wasn't much of a surprise that an opportunity such as this came along. She did a really excellent job in Catch the Fair One. She played a role in the story, in creating the story. She starred in it, and she did a knockout job, to be honest. And I'm a critical dude. You know, if the shit is trash, I'm gonna tell you it's trash. Uh, it wasn't Infinity War or Training Day or no, I'm just playing. It was an independent movie. It was only like an hour and 25 minutes, I think. They kept it pretty short. But I thought it was good, man. Darlene from Darlene from Ozark was in there. I can't think of the actress's name, and a couple other big time, not big time, but a couple people you would recognize if you f with entertainment. It was a legit movie. Shelly Vincent, another boxer, played her trainer. I can't remember her name. Brick, maybe it was Brick. I think you can catch that on Amazon Prime at this point. Catch the fair one if you want to support it. But yeah, so now that she has this job, is she gonna make it back? When I talked to her maybe a couple of months ago, she was on the mend from she had an injury of some kind that she was trying to work her way back from, and that's why we haven't had a fight date to this point, so on and so forth. But anyway, looking into this story, which was reported by uh Nelly Andreva. Reis recently burst into the Hollywood scene with her acting debut in the indie film Catch the Fair One, which I just talked about, on which she also helped develop the story with director Joseph Kubota Vlad Vladkia Vlad Vladika Joseph W. Her performance earned her a special jury mention for Best Actress. That's how good of a job she did at the 2021 Tribeca Film Festival, where the film won the Audience Award as well as a 2022 Indie Spirit Award nomination for Best Female Lead. It also got the attention of True Detective producers. Reis was identified as a choice for the co-lead opposite Foster for weeks ago. It took a while for her deal to get done, as insurance and other issues had to be worked out in light of Reese's boxing career. Okay, she has no upcoming fight scheduled at this time. Some details on what to expect just from the show. When the long winter night falls in Ennis, Alaska, the 6 men that operate the it's all this difficult shit to pronounce. Tassel Arctic Research Station vanished without a trace. To solve the case, detectives Liz Danvers, Jodie Foster, and Evangeline Navarro, Callie Reese, will have to confront the darkness they carry in themselves and dig into the haunted truths that lie buried under the eternal ice. What else is in here? Oh, Barry Jenkins is an executive producer. Seeing him involved in quite a bit of stuff. I want to say Precious. I think Barry Jenkins and Midnight. McConaughey and Woody Harrelson are still both involved with the project. It's going to be filmed in Iceland. Nick Pizzolatto, by the way, is the one who I think was instrumental in bringing back season 3. I want to say the one with Mahershala Ali and Dwarf. It goes on. There's a quote in here. We are tremendously excited to return to the True Detective franchise and to be working with the multi-talented Issa Lopez, whose singular vision for her Night Country installment will be beautifully realized with Jodie Foster and Callie Reese in the starring roles, says Francesca Orsi, EVP of HBO programming. That is interesting to know. Reese was part of the last fight, the last card, I believe. I think it was the last fight that was aired on HBO back in 2018 when she took on Cecilia Brækhus. I cannot remember Cecilia Brækhus' name about 3 weeks ago for another update. I could not think of that woman's name for nothing. Damn. So I missed this. So she has a second movie, Black Flies, which should be opposite Sean Penn and Ty Sheridan. Hey, boxing might not get her back. She might be on when you're getting checks from other walks of life and completely in a different industry where it's not as hard to come by your money, your bag. She might not make it back. And I think that would have been a damn good fight. I think the women's final four that also had Cameron versus Mary. I can't think of sister's name from Indiana. Damn. Damn. Anyway, I can't even think of who Reese fought. Jessica Camaro. Kamara. Kamara was who she fought. That was a pretty good fight, good physical fight, action packed. Um, Reese emerged victorious. Why can I not think of Mary's name? I call her Mary Mack. But anyway, she might not make it back. I didn't realize she had a second movie already booked. Um, but that's great for her, man. Like I said, it's very easy to see just in doing the interviews with her the couple times that I've talked to her. It's very easy to see that she's likable. She's an excellent, above average at least communicator. Her time as a professional speaker and her philanthropic work. Usually good things happen for people when they give of themselves unto others or in the service of others. And her speaking on all the causes that she's been speaking of that affect indigenous people. Uh, she has this type of breakthrough where she might not need to fool around with a racket like women's boxing. Man, I'm not on Wi-Fi, and my internet speed is. I'm looking at this lag down here. It's bugging me out, and I'm hardwired right now. Just another entertainment slash boxing thing. I've never really heard anything else about Clarissa Shields movie. I can't remember if it was Flint Strong or if there was another name to that, but Ice Cube was attached to it. They had the actress that was playing Clarissa Shields, and I think it was one of the earlier casualties when work got stopped due to COVID. I believe they were filming it. I don't know what location it was, but I believe I read an article where it's the filming stopped. I never heard anything about it resuming. In the last 8 to 10 months of the last year, I never heard about them coming back. I haven't heard Clarissa Shields give many updates about it. I know she was very excited about the project when, obviously with Ice Cube being aborted, and then the girl, I can't remember the sister's name that's playing Clarissa Shields, but I think she was on the Black Lightning show that was on CW network or whatever. But I'm gonna do a little digging and see if there has been an update, if there's still a release date or anything for that project, or if there's a title or a working title. But I do want to see that story, and I think right now with Clarissa having her undisputed fight against Savannah Marshall, and what's that, September 10th, I want to say, with her having that fight, nah, that don't sound right. Yeah, yeah. So I think it's September 10th. But with her having that going on for her, I believe I also read last week. I think there's some kind of ESPN in-depth documentary, maybe like a multi-episode documentary. I thought that was out there for Caressa Shields. So if that type of work is being done, it would be great for her movie if there that was underway and that was in the pipeline as well. But like I said, I haven't heard any updates on that one. Like maybe they shot it and it's already being edited and whatever. I don't know, but another a big time movie that was affected by the pandemic, you might know, is that the new Top Gun joint that I have not seen yet. That one was in the can and was like it just sat on the shelf for the entire they didn't want to release it during the pandemic. And we just got that a couple of months ago. So that one was already done and ready to go right as people were not allowed to leave their homes. And that's how that one happened. But like I said, I think the Caressa Shields project was early on in being shot. And it just like I said, I got to do some digging and see what's going on with it. But anyway, I'm gonna get ready to get off of here. Like I said, shout out to Callie Reis, good person, man. boxing could use more individuals like Callie Reis, in my opinion. Um, and so, like I said, salute to her for getting this opportunity. I didn't know. I didn't read. I overlooked that Black Flies detail in that article that she has something in the works, or a second motion picture in the works already. So that's great too. Um, did they say who? Did I see who was in that? Oh, Sean Penn and Ty Sheridan. I want to say Ty Sheridan is the dude who's behind the joint on Paramount, the ranch, Yellowstone. I think that's the same dude. So she's in great circles. You know what I'm saying? And it appears like she did all this on her own. You know what I'm saying? Or as we like to say, she got it out the mud, and that's even better for her. Uh, like I said, I'm excited to see what she does on True Detective. Like I said, I'm a fan of all three of the seasons. The third one with Mahershala Ali, it was a bit of a slow drag in a way. And it had the timeline jumping all around Mahershala Ali's character. Like they showed him when he was in his 70s and he had dementia or something, and then they showed him back in shit. They showed him when he was a detective, and then I thought it also showed like immediately after he retired or something. It had like three different time periods that it focused on, and it was a bit of a task to watch it, but it's Mahershala Ali, so I effed with it. But here with this, what did they call it? Night Country. Uh, Not yeah, True Detective Night Country. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And it's a little. I will say this indigenous slash or Native American female law enforcement officer. I'm seeing quite a bit of that character. It's almost like a recurring character on several different shows. Most recently, we had a female sheriff on Outer Range, which is on Prime Video. We had a female sheriff on there. It was another show called 10 Star with I think it's excuse me, with Tim Roth, starring Tim Roth. He played a sheriff, and his right hand officer, his second in command, was an indigenous female. And then there was one more. What was that other one? But anyway, we have this one. She's a detective. There was one more. So I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, shout out to Callie Reis. Her husband name, I can't think of his name, but he trains her, I believe. And damn, I can't think of former fighter. He's the one that snapped on Eddie Hearn at the press conference. They got married last year. Tell me congratulations when she was on here. I can't remember. But anyway, keep an eye out for that. True Detective, Night Country, Jodie Foster. I mean, your third job, your third gig, you're starring opposite of Clarisse. Life is good for that woman. Life is good for that woman. Let me get on out of here. Enjoy the rest of your week. Like I always say, you don't have to be great to start, but you had to start to be great. Bite down, boxing, don't let them count you out. That's some for real, don't let them count you out. Boxing is not giving you a bag on a regular basis. You couldn't get the rematch with Cecilia Brækhus after dropping her. You come back and get you 2 world titles at 140 pounds. And then you about to pop up on HBO in a series like True Detective with a co-starring role with Jodie Foster. That's don't let them count you out for real, for real. I'm out. Peace.